What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a battle submission to us in the Great League from Envious Tales, featuring Trevenant in the Great League with a Dugong and Charjabug around it. Trevenant being a very strong anti-meta pick, as well as Charjabug. And you all saw the video from the other day. Like, Charjabug is legit right now. Dugong is a favorite of mine, really good. You really need to, focus on core breaking the Skarmory or Flyer and Water Mudboy core, and usually you'll do pretty well in most games. And this trainer actually takes 3 very strong Pokemon that can do just that. So let's get into these games here and check out Envious Tales' run in the Great League with this team here. Getting into the first battle, we are going to have a Alolan Sandslash. Well, that's a little bit of an awkward one. So, all right, so it's Shadow Claw. That's good to know. If it was Ice Powder Snow, it would be a considerably improved matchup for the Dugong because that fast move damage would be basically non-existent. So opponent trying to continuously go for their moves here. I would like to expect them to have thrown right before they got to that the drill run. Dugong does get to the drill run just a little bit slower, but instead we're going to see a swap to catch the move on the Charjabug here. Charjabug's going to eat that drill run, see what the opponent's got. Back to bring in the fish. It's Trevenant time, baby. What do you think they got back there? Another water, another very commonly paired with Alolan Sandslash are things like Azumarill, Poliwrath, Lantern, right? Water types to cover the fire weakness of Alolan Sandslash. It's also got a fighting type double weakness as well, so a lot of the times those water types will be like Azumarill, Jellicent. Lantern is commonly put back there though just because it's so bulky and annoying. Y'all know I hate this fish. But in comes Trevenant. Trevenant just gets to soak this energy without any problem. It's a Thunderbolt because the opponent did definitely farm up to it. 2 shields still. The Alolan Sandslash very, very low here, but able to get to a move. They had a lot of sword energy. So Trevenant is going to be forced to shield. This is not a good matchup for the Trevenant. But the opponent swaps in Azumarill trying to catch a Seed Bomb? I'm not sure what that was about. That was a very interesting decision. Maybe they realized they were going to get Shadow Clawed down and realized maybe that with a shield advantage, maybe their Azumarill could take this matchup. But, trainer, I have to be very brutally honest with you. There is not much of a chance of the Azumarill surviving this scrap with this tree. This tree ain't like any other trees. And in comes Dugong with the counter, or with the combo play here, trying to get that second, it's getting that chunk of damage off after the opponent's shields have been brought down. Also now forcing the Azumarill to go for a move here because they can't bubble down. I mean, they can after the move, but now they're incredibly low, and I don't know if they're at a move. So in comes the Sandslash, and because of the one-turn swap mechanic, this Trevenant is able to keep pace and take out the Slash. Man, that was really, you got to be technical, because the Sandslash swapped in, and we've seen this matchup a million times. It's fine. Because the Sandslash swapped in, that consumed 1 turn of the turns that are being played in the game, and so at that point, because 1 turn had passed, that meant that the Trevenant Shadow Claws and the Alolan Sandslash's Shadow Claws were out of sync by 1 turn. So the Trevenant was able to get the damage in for 3 Shadow Claws, whereas the Alolan Sandslash was only able to get 2. And that's actually what allowed them to win that game. And then because the Azumarill only survived 1 Shadow Claw, the Shadow Claw is 2 turns as opposed to 3 turns for the Azumarill's bubble. So that's why they were able to KO and take the game. The turn mechanic is very, very interesting when you get into, how it interacts with each other. Move timing is centered around that, so it's one of those things that you really should always want to make sure you're trying to, get better at with time. Because move timing, when you understand how the turns and everything interact, you can take a lot of advantage with plays like that. So, opponent's going for the Water Pulse Mantine here. Charjabug pops in here and absolutely slaughters the rest of the Mantine after the attack drop. And even though technically ground types are good into water or into electric types, the thing here is that the Whiscash, it takes neutral from the X-Scissors, and the X-Scissors come out very quickly. Shielding that Charjabug, the opponent has a Skarmory in the back. Oh no! Oh, reaching double discharge much faster than the opponent's Skarmory can get to a charge move, and they're forced to shield, which really does mean here that Trevenant has every advantage it needs. It can simply shield up one of the moves from the Skarmory, and it's not even gonna get this. I'm sorry. Did Charjabug just come here to solo a team? I mean, I know Dugong took care of most of the Whiscash, but you know, Charjabug out here getting a triple on that team. Good game. Next game, got a very positive lead here with the Dragonair on the lead. See what the opponent has in the back is they bring in a Shadow Drapion. That's very awkward for the back line. You definitely need to keep Trevenant off. So Trevenant already not exactly having a great start as far as this team. Now, here's what I would do in this situation personally. I think I would go for the Icy Wind. There, tongue would not get the E out. Icy Wind. There it is. Goodness. Anyway. We go into the Charjabug here. I think that with that, because the opponent had just swapped in, and a Drill Run does threaten to do a lot of damage or KO, maybe even going for that. Icy Wind would have been beneficial before swapping, but Charjabug gets to its moves so freaking fast anymore. It's able to get to the X-Scissor, even shields, get into another X-Scissor, probably not get into another one though, but excuse me, but getting that chip damage in, it's going to be real nice here because those the ice shards are going to bring Dragonair that much closer to going down. And Dugong still has plenty of HP left. So we'll have to see. The opponent, we'll have to see what they come in with here at this point. Oh, they come in with a Trevenant instead, trying to, you know, they do soak the energy here very nicely. The Dragon Breaths do a lot of damage, but the Aqua Tail and the Body Slam are both resisted. The opponent has an Empoleon in the back. This is dangerous, but landing 2 Seed Bombs here guarantees either we get rid of the Empoleon or we get a shield. And the opponent is almost able to farm down. Now this is super risky. Getting an extra ice. Oh, dude, are they 2 moves? Oh, no, this is bad. They go for the Hydro Cannon Trainer, go for the Drill Run, or the Drill Peck. Hydro Cannon's resisted. Oh, that's a feels bad moment right there. Drill Run almost taking the KO. Oh, don't tell me they go for another Icy one, or they go for another Hydro Cannon. Are you kidding me? Trainer! Trainer! That's unfortunate. Wait, huh? Hold up, you're gonna have to play that one back for me. How did Trevenant get a Shadow Claw before Empoleon got a Steel Wing? Alright, anyway, good game. None of this makes sense to me. None of it. Registeel in the lead. 2 better answers in the back. Okay, we're staying in for now. Probably because the Drill Run will go off before the Zap Cannon. The opponent may have to shield this. They did not go for CMP, so they went for the overfarm here. Icy Wind gets a shield. That's a risky shield, man, but well done. Yeah, dude. Oh, no! Oh, we swapped the Charjabug, and the opponent plays a me. They got Giratina Origin in the back. I have been loving Giratina Origin, by the way. I don't know if y'all have caught the streams on Tuesday, Wednesday. We streamed and had a lot of fun with Giratina Origin in this Great League meta, dude. I love that thing so much in this Great League. It's great. I really hope that everybody who wants one has the opportunity to get one. I do recognize they're not easy to get. The opponent trying to let the Charjabug get another Volt Switch in to reduce the amount of farm that Dugong would get from this encounter, but it doesn't matter. Dugong's still going to get its 4 Ice Shards. It's going to take damage of a Shadow Ball, though. That's going to hurt. But that's okay, because Trevenant needs to clutch up and take this game here. We are going to have the opponent come back in with the Registeel, and oh, this is rough. You kind of have to shield here now. Opponent does take the move all the way to the chin. And that, yeah, you have to shield because the opponent has Zap Cannon, and they can do the debuffs, and oof. Okay, Trevenant. Oh, no, the Sableye. It's the hard counters, dude. Well, you know what? There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. In fact, I believe I recognize this team. Didn't I make a video on this team a couple weeks ago? Giratina Sableye backline with a Registeel. I think it was me. I think that was mine. No, I think maybe I used Annihilate. I don't remember. Someone let me know in the comments if that was the one I put in my video a couple weeks ago. Man, the dad brain's kicking in, dude. I don't remember anything anymore. Sad. So unfortunately, I don't believe Dugong is going to be able to pace itself to a Drill Run before the opponent's Registeel is going to get to a move. The Registeel farmed up before it swapped out in the first matchup. So yeah, it's going to be able to get to that Focus Blast before the Dugong gets to a move, and unfortunately, boom! Taking out Dugong. Good game. Okay, this is not good. Shadow A9 in the lead with Charm. It's going to go right through this poor Dugong, dude. This is going to go right through him. And then the opponent's going to get to a Side Shock, and then they're going to be sad. But hopefully it's going to depend on what comes up in the back here. Usually in situations like this, awkward leads can sometimes win games if the opponent doesn't have Galarian Stunfisk in the back for your Charjabug. Oh, God, that is painful. Oh, no. This is why, dude, this, oh. I mean, I recognize that really not many people play Galarian Stunfisk. It's a very seldom used mon these days because of the way that the meta has evolved and shaped, that it's just usually hard countered by the meta picks now. But, oh my goodness, dude. This is a feels bad moment. What do you do? What do you do? Like, the G-Fist just solos you at this point. That's not going to beat the Trevenant's going to take it out. But, bruh, like, you got to get rid of this. And then poor Trevenant just got to get, okay, we get the snipe with the Trevenant, up a shield, or up energy. Opponent comes, oh, of all the water types they could have come in with, dude, that was the worst one. Oh, no. Dude, I am so envious of anybody with a Shadow for Alligator, for real, dude. I have seen that thing. I've tried the regular one, and I've seen the Shadow. The Shadow is so superior, dude. Those Shadow Claws rip up every ghost type. Like, that low-key just makes for Alligator a really good ghost answer without even being, like, you know, normal or dark type. But it's just like, man, good game. There's not a lot you could do in that situation. Hallelujah, there's a Bastiodon in the lead. I've been waiting for one of these. I hate Bastiodon so much, man. So basically, the hope here is that they have double grass in the back, and Trevenant just cleans up after the Bast's gone. So the opponent does take a they take a drill run here, which is nice. We have to shield. I think I agree with this shield because Trevenant does need to come in at some point. Now we're farming up here. Definitely can. Very, very hard to do, but if you have the same movement speed on your fast moves, one of the things you can do is you can pause and wait for the opponent to be in the middle of their animation. And for these longer ones, like 3-turn, 4-turn, they're a little bit easier to do that with. So it's certainly something that takes some practice, and sometimes if your phone's not exactly being responsive, it's a pain. But the opponent lets both moves go. Dugong takes down Bastiodon in the 2 shields to 1 shield situation, and they have a Medicham in the back. What is this telling me? Man, there could be a Gallade or something in the back. I think that's possible, or there's probably Shadow Victory Bell. There could be any number of things back here, but the opponent throwing on alignment, throwing not so great on timing, allows the Charjabug a full Volt Switch, and all they have to throw here is a Dynamic Punch. This sets up the Charjabug for a huge chance to take out this Medicham or get it low. Opponent actually commits the shield here. Oh, there's no catch on the Dynamic Punch. That would have been incredible. But Trevenant, as long as the opponent doesn't have something in the back that isn't Victory Bell, like we said, Bastiodon Victory Bell, who thought? Who would have thought? So we love it. We come back from after a couple of rough games, being able to take this game with the Shadow Ball. And then we just let the Medicham creep back into the molten. Oh no, they got to the move. Hold on a minute. How low was the Charjabug? Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. We're good. All right. Trev lives. Good game. All right, Dugong into Charjabug. This is not a really good lead for the Dugong, staying in because you can't really swap in Charjabug here except to catch the charge move. Very nicely swapped here. I was going to say you can't really swap in Charjabug straight away because you're down energy, and that just means you lose the matchup. But you also can't really swap in Trevenant because Trevenant's not a very safe thing to just swap into unless you're very specifically drawing out darks, normals, right, for the other Pokemon, right? So in this case, this isn't really like an ABB strategy except for being strong in the back against fighting. But Trevenant just gets very easily walled by things, and so you don't usually want to safe swap it because it allows the opponent an opportunity to just come away with a lot of energy and have a lot of health left on their Pokemon, because if they hard counter you that bad, and Trevenant is something that a lot of things end up hard countering. The Seed Bomb does allow it to fight back against most of its counters, but it's not an effective way to fight back. It's not threatening super effective damage. It's just something that you could potentially make some damage happen with, but you're not winning a matchup with it unless you're in a very specific situation. Getting the saucy Swaparama in this one here. So they're catching the X-Scissor on Dugong. Oh no, and then Poliwrath comes in. Oh man. Dude, the plays in this game were actually really good. Both those catches were chilling. Wait, gets to the Icy Wind. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, if this gets a shield. Bro, no. Oh, no. You have to shield this. No, trainer, why aren't you shielding? He knows it's over, doesn't he? Oh, no. There's a chance. Probably not. Good game. Dude, Poliwrath in the back was so... Huh? Not the Gator, dude. There's two better Gator answers. Well, I guess you can't. I mean, you could probably swap in Charjabug here and then just try to make sure your Trevenant gets a chance at some point to get some energy lead or shield advantage or something so that it doesn't, you know, get Shadow Clawed into oblivion. But here comes Charjabug. Opponent decided not to shield today. Oh! Dragalge! What are you doing in my swamp? Spice! I love it! Because dragons are really good right now. I like it a lot. Dragalge makes a lot of sense. It probably has Outrage so that it... Or not Outrage. It probably has Gungshot to fight back against things like Azumarill, right? But against Charjabug, it really just needs to throw Aqua Tails for some chip. There's not much going on with this one, man. Is this the Aqua Tail or is this the big move? This is the call to make. It's an Aqua Tail. That means that we're getting a farm down here. Dugong is able to take down Dragalge with some energy. The opponent has Dragonair to come in against the Dugong. Double Dragon backline, and we're getting that farm down here. The opponent, however, not knowing that that energy is going absolutely nowhere with a Trevenant that comes in now. Shielding, I don't know if it matters here. We're going to have to see. They're going to go for the Body Slam. Typically, against Trevenant, that does technically resist all of the energy from your Pokemon. The Ghost typing double resists the normal typing. And the Water typing is only single resisted by the Aqua Tail. So it's better to throw Aqua Tail when you're against something like a Ghost type, right? Even if they resist your Aqua Tails. But going for double Seed Bomb. Hold on a minute. This isn't double CMP, is it? That would be awkward. So going for the Seed Bomb here. Does the opponent have enough for the move? No, they don't. Trevenant gets this move off here, and that's going to take out the Dragonair, and that's going to be a good game well played. All right, getting into the next battle, we have Dugong on the lead versus another Charjabug. Oh, that's so painful, dude. Let's see if we do the same thing as before. I kind of have a feeling that there might be a catch here. Going for the catch. Once again, Charjabugs always want to throw on 3, especially when you're against Dugong, and you can get to that move before they get to the Icy Wind. Now, going for energy, opponent trying to swap out. It's a Quagsire this time, and this is what we're going to see. So this is Aqua Tail. This is much too quick. So opponent probably not rocking... oh, okay, so they're going straight for Mud Bomb here. So they're probably not rocking Stone Edge in this case. Because you would normally, you know, expect someone to, you know, go up to the Stone Edge, which would be super effective against the Charjabug. So Charjabug's just going to go for as many X-scissors as its little X-scissoring self can handle, and able to get to a move and actually win CMP over Quagsire. That's impressive. For the little bust that could... I thought that it would have a much lower attack stat than Quagsire, but that's okay. Interesting. Quagsire going to be able to get the move off here after getting that shield. And let's see what we do here. I imagine coming in with Dugong, because that makes a lot of sense. Coming in with a Trevenant now to be able to resist this damage. Probably going to catch a discharge here as well. Indeed, getting that resisted discharge is huge. Up a shield, resisting the Volt Switches. Shadow Ball is reached here, and that should be enough to KO at the range if the opponent decides not to shield, which they don't. Taking it out, and now in the back, the trainer's thinking, what are they bringing out? They're bringing in the Quagsire. Is this Quagsire going to have Stone Edge? Do they even have enough for Stone Edge? We're going to have to find out. Trevenant! Oh no, he calls it! Oh no! What's in the back? It's a Whiscash. Okay, well, honestly, I think Whiscash is not going to have a good time here. This Dugong has 2 shields, has access to an Icy Wind right off the bat. So there's no way that this is going to go well for this Whiscash. It's just going to take a little bit of time for Dugong to throw the moves and damage needed to catch up and health in this matchup. But another Icy Wind ought to do it. Typically speaking, it is better to go for 1 Icy Wind or Ice Shard and then the move in this matchup instead of throwing right away. Because if you do that, you're, again, going back to these turns, right? 3 turns into 2 turn moves. You end on turn 3, they end on turn 4. Which means that you're going to be able to get only half a mud shot let through as opposed to a whole one. Getting into the next game here. Tropius, dream lead. Dude, this thing is going to get eaten. In comes Feraligatr, and Charjabug immediately swaps in to greet it, getting a full Volt Switch through as well. I have to know how much damage the Shadow Hydro Cannon does. He's going to let me know that's a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough damage because X-Scissor is threatening to KO here, and at this point, the Volt Switches will add up much faster, I think, than the Hydro Cannons will. Going for it. Opponent could win Switch here. That might be a problem for Envious, as the Dugong does do well, but Trevenant, not so much. But again, the opponent having no shields here kind of makes this an easy guess. You come in with Dugong, you would not have to worry about any energy thrown your way. And then a Poliwrath comes in, but it's okay, because Poliwrath now is shieldless into the Trevenant. Trevenant's going to be able to go for a Seed Bomb, doesn't matter. Now the opponent does come in with a Tropius. They definitely have Switch advantage here, but I think that 2 Shadow Balls is going to be plenty even after the debuff here. I believe they debuffed him. No, they didn't debuff. I thought that for some reason my brain was like, there was an Icy Wind that happened. It's thinking into the future, when there is going to be one, but opponent going for the bait, knowing that this Trevenant is going to shield, but able to get to the Shadow Ball, but instead holds the energy. Interesting. Probably needing to farm down in order to get to that double Seed Bomb. Could KO with the Seed Bomb here. We definitely know that that Poliwrath is close to a move, but not quite at one, and this is going to KO. Doesn't even though it's double resist. That's enough damage. And then going in the Seed Bomb here, going to be able to hopefully, I would be surprised at this point. You take out the Poliwrath with the Seed Bomb. It's going to be a good game. Well played. Love it, man. Love the synergy between Dugong and Trevenant here. And Charjabug is just a very solid Pokemon in this meta right now. So, like this team a lot. Thought it was a really good, fun showcase of what Trevenant can do, even when it's in its bad matchups. So, let's be honest. Dugong and Charjabug put in just as much, if not more, work than that silly little tree there. So, yeah, I hope you all had a great week getting into the season of World of Wonders. And I also hope that you're enjoying the Great League meta, because we're looking forward to Spring Cup and Ultra League coming in this week. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.